Welcome to today's video. And in the previous video, we have learned about the DOM and some of the document element by ID and DOM methods, and some of the examples I have shown you. And apart from that, I have provided the notes also here. You can see this one, and there is lot of contents are there that you can learn. And here you can see I am already been just started the live server, and in the previous video we have seen that whenever I type something in the input box and when I click on that, what will happen? The same thing will be printing in the console. That means currently we are sending to the console, and but in the future, suppose if you wanted to, what are the input I'm going to write, the same input should be sent to the server, in the sense backend. That's like suppose on Amazon, what you will do, in the sense like you will search for the laptop. Then what will happen? Like you will click on the search button, then what will happen? It will go for the backend, and the what backend will do, it will send the response. So at the same way, here also whatever I'm going to write, I'm going to send it to the backend. Currently we are not having the database, so what we can do, in the sense we can send to the console so that we can just check that it's working or not. And then okay, now it's working. Like in the previous video we have seen how to use this one. Okay, like I had told you, I'm going to show you how to use the add event listener. And it's one concept that I'm going to tell you later, that I can just show you currently something. Okay, event listener, event handlers are there. Okay, right, that is another concept I will tell. Event listener is different and event handlers are different. Here you can see add event listener, and then okay, and then timing function and set timeout, set interval. That is the one of the easy concept you can learn. And then we are having one of the concept called something. Just a second, I will check that. Sync await, and then event propagation and event delegation. That is one of the most important topic. Based on that only, like how event delegation and propagation both will work. And these are the like one of the important topic, like how, behind the screen, how it will work, and what are the web storage, what are the web sockets. That are the most advanced concept that I will teach in the later this one. Okay, you can see here bubbling event capturing, that here that is the example. That is the event propagation. In this one, event bubbling and event capturing are there. And and event that is, this is one event propagation, and another one is the event delegation. So we will see those example later, but before that, okay, I have stopped here, and I was showing that how to extract the data from the input. Now leave this one. Apart from this one, we are having one another way, that is known as uh, event add event listener. So I will just copy this one. I will just copy and paste, and then three. Okay, just three dot add event listener. In this one, first what it will accept, it will accept one. Uh, okay, just let event handler. Okay, these are the event handler. Different event handlers are there. I will show that one how to use. So like currently what we previously what we have did, in the sense like on clicking of that button, here you can see on click I have added this one. I will just remove this one. So on click, what it will do, it is the one of the like advanced concept, like that on like suppose if you are using that event listeners, that event handlers from the HTML, then on prefix should be there. Prefix in the sense, like here I have written on keyword. After that, on click, on double click, or else on like many things are there on hover, and some other things are there. Like we will see one by one later. Currently what we will what we can do, in the sense, here go back to this one, like on select on key press. Okay, right, on key press, and then later comma. here we required on function. Currently we don't have any function, so that I will just add direct one anonymous function and then console log of uh, 3 dot value. Now see here, whatever I'm typing in the input box, the same thing is been printing again and again. Now here, you have seen the suggestions like we will get. But so what will happen if we pass like this? Then the rendering will happen again and again in the behind the screen. So to stop this one, after 2 seconds, automatically it should render the data like when we are typing. Now currently what is happening on every word, it is calling our data again and again. That means it here we are not using API. So that are the advanced concept that we will go later. Now, okay, now leave all those things. Like if I tell that thing, then we will not focus on this one. Why? Because that is the advanced concept. We will go later one by one. Okay, now what is happening? Whatever I'm going to type, the same thing is been printing in the console. That means the value I'm extracting properly. So this is the one another way that we can do. Okay, now leave this one, and then I will complete that previous topic like changing the attribute and adding the attribute and adding the class and other thing. Okay, now that event handlers I will tell in the next uh, lecture. Okay, fine. Let okay, just I will copy paste and then here instead of this one, what I will do, I will create one another tag, that is one another h2 tag. In that h2 tag, hello coders or else hello developers. Fine. Like spelling mistake will be there, that leave all those things. And then now here I'm going to add the class as a header. Okay, added the class as header. Now while writing the code, suppose we don't want that header, or else what we can do, we want an another class name of that particular this header. So how we can extract that? Suppose now what I will do, let header, and then uh, document dot get element by class name of header. Alright. After this header, I have told you to add. Okay, what has happened? Expected. Okay, fine. I have told you we need to add that array and then header dot add. Okay, class name. Class name is to para. I will change to header to paragraph. So then if I go to the elements and you can see the class name has been made to the pack. Okay, I will just comment out this one. And if I go back now, you can see h2 is to header class name. And now what I will do in the sense, I will change that class name to para. Now you can see it has been changed now. And suppose instead of this one, like it will remove the current content and add the new content at that same place. So that means what is happening here, instead of this header, para is getting updated in the class name. And then suppose if you want if you think, suppose how can we add the multiple class name, like you have seen adding the multiple class name like header and li or something. Then we want something as okay, that icon, something you wanted to add, and then we don't have any you have forgotten to add all those things. Then if you want to add that para to that current that's class, then okay, that header is there, right? Header dot okay, add. Okay, just a second. That something keyword is there for it. Okay, class list, not class list. Okay, class list on the correct. Class list dot add. Now class list in the sense here we need to add that new class name And if I go back to browser and if I check that your header, li icon and para, and for all these things we are having one space. So that means that one is different class name, and all are all these are different class name now. So that means we have added the class name. And suppose that work suppose this one you have been working with this current class name after completing, and you have written something logic here, and after that another logic is there, something logics are you have written, and after that you don't require that class name. Then what you can do in the sense, header dot class list dot remove para. See now, there is no para in this H2 now currently. So that means these are the some of the advanced concepts are there, that they have provided all of these things so that user can freely use these things and learn about the JavaScript more and more. And instead of writing own logic, they have already written like inbuilt logic, like add event listener and class list, and add adding new class name and removing the class name. And suppose here this is the one of the example I have shown. And apart from this one, so in now like in interview, like generally they will what they will ask in the sense, this one here. Now in this input I'm going to type the text, and the text is printing properly, that is fine. And now we have commented out this one, we don't require at all. And instead of this one text, the interviewer will ask you to change this text to the uh, password by being inside the JavaScript. Then how we will do? You not at all know how to use these things. Then what we can do, let what is that class name? Okay, here 3. I will just copy that one only and then paste here 3, right? 3 dot here. Go for this one. What we have written? We have written ID, and then just I will write type is to text. Okay, type is to text. By default we have passed, and then instead of this text I required a password for that one. Okay, how we will do in the sense, type is to password. And if I go back and if I write anything, and you can see password in the sense like it will be like hidden. And if I go back to the element, if I check there, type is to password. But by default what it was having, it was having a text. Now what is happening, it is having the password. Now that means you have been properly done the coding to the changing of the input type. And then apart from this one, they will tell you to add a new thing in that same thing. In this input is there, that type is to text is there, that you have changed to the password, that is fine. Now next what they will ask here, min length and max length, there are some properties are there. They will tell you to write those things. How we will write? For that, 3 dot min length is to 3. That means we can't write multiple thing. After 3 what will happen, it will stop at that only. Okay, minimum. Okay, maximum, max length is to 3. Now if I see, I'm going to type again and again, but it is not at all printing in that field. Okay, here I will click on this one and I will remove, and I'm pressing continuously button. You can hear the sound, but it is not at all printing in the data. So that is the one of the thing, like in interviewer will ask. And this is the one of the easiest way you can tell them, like this one. Okay, and then I'm telling you again and again, don't use this class name like this, like in the sense variable name, like identifier we will say. For that, don't use the identifier like this. Like in interview they will check your all the things, like how you were writing, how fast you are writing, what variables you are using, and what type of methods you are using. Either you are using a inbuilt or you are using your own logic. Some all these things they will observe. Based on that only they will select you. And this one, don't write like this, like input field, something like this. So it should be meaningful, like this one, like input field or handle event listener, or else something the like a good name. If you see any of the project and go to ChatGPT and ask something to make a project and see the class name, how it will provide the class name, it will be like referencing to that particular element. So this is the one of the example. And for the today, I'll provide you one small exam homework, or else you can say for the practice purpose I will provide one question that is known as toggle. So toggle, in the sense, I have already written the logic here. You can clearly see the class dot toggle demo border, and that is the fine. Now, by using the class dot toggle, what it will do, I will tell you simple thing. You have seen the many of the websites light mode and dark mode. They will provide one option. When you click on the light mode, what will happen? It will convert to dark mode. When you click on the dark mode, it will be coming to the light mode. Like this, it will happen. So how they will write the logic? So behind the screen, they have written the two logics toggle. So toggle, what it will do? If the one is present, then two will be absent. If the two is present, then one will be absent. So like that it will be happening in the behind the screen. And you just practice this one of the small example and comment that if you have completed to how to use a toggle, just your congratulations that you have been already working so much good. And somewhere you may stuck at that time, go for the Google and chat gpt, not chat gpt, like mdn or else w3 school. And then if you're unable to solve the logics at all, then go for the AI like ChatGPT, Gemini, and there are a lot of AIs are there nowadays. So this is the one of the smallest suggestions I can give. And apart from this one, if you're having any doubts, comment here. And thanks for watching the video.